Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Tonight we played one of our badge leagues, is Burlington Area Disc Golf League. I believe this was week 5. We were back out at Springwood Players Course in Whitsett, North Carolina. Night was a little bit of a rough night. Didn't play well. I didn't play horrible, but I didn't quite play well. And you'll kind of see that in the video. Couple of things that were going on tonight. I wanted to also give some Latitude 64 discs a try tonight. They all felt great, flew great, no problems with them whatsoever. And you'll see me throwing a few of those to kind of see how they flew. They all did great. I had a Grace, a Saint Pro, a Claymore, and a Trust. And a Pure that I threw once or twice in the video. And they were all great discs. They all flew just as I expected them to. So here we're starting off on hole 8 in the short position. We played holes 1 through 9 and 18 short, then holes 1 through 9 and 18 long in a loop tonight at Springwood in the afternoons. They have a lot of soccer and other activities going on what's normally the back 9 of the course. And so we try to avoid that just because it's a very big hassle and takes forever to play the course when you have so many people that are literally on your fairways on the course. So we try to avoid that and just do a front loop, and we add in 18 twice for a 20 hole course. So here I'm throwing the Grace off of number 8 short, which I believe is 417 foot par 4. Trying to throw a kind of a big hyzer around the trees to the right. We usually try to go down the middle. I tried this hyzer and just didn't quite pull it right. Hit that tree right in front of me and kicked OB next to that garbage can. So I'm throwing the Grace again for my third shot because I had to take an OB stroke. Put it out in the middle. My PA1 here, I'm probably 140 out or so. And a nice little hyzer onto it, kind of put it right under the basket. I have a little tap in for my bogey. Hole number 9 is a 203 foot par 3. Throwing my PA3 here. Threw it right down the middle, just a little low. Kind of left it short, which was a theme tonight. I was just a little low on shots. Gave my putt a bid. Hyzered out a little bit before tap in par. Moved to 18 short. Throwing my F3 here. No, I'm sorry. I believe this is a Saint Pro. Yes, my Saint Pro. Put a good pull on it. Great drive. For me on this hole, that was a good drive. And that was a that gave me a nice little putt. Little run I gave it, put it under the basket, tap in for par. Hole number 1 in the long position. This is 273 foot par 3. Put a good drive on it. Gave me a run for birdie here. It was a outside circle 1 for sure. Really close putt. Thought I might have had it out of the hand. I had to give myself a tap in for par. Moved on. Hole number 2 longs, 264 par 3. Put a good drive on it. Got a good ways up. About a little over halfway down. First card here, so I got the CTP on it. Got myself a little ante putt to the basket. Kind of left it right underneath the basket for a tap in for par. Moved on to hole 3, 338 foot par 3. I'm throwing my D2 on a forehand. And the forehand just wasn't here today. Most days it feels pretty good, but that came out early, came out on a way too much hyzer. Put myself this for the birdie putt and kind of cleaned up with the par here. Hole 4 long position. Threw the forehand again. And actually this one was a pretty good forehand. Gave me a little run into the basket with the Pure. Had to put a good pull on it. And it just came up a little short. But it felt good. Oh, it's because I hit a branch right above me there. But it was a good throw. I thought I was going to be under the basket. Horrible putt. Hit the band on that one. Gonna have to take the bogey here. And we're gonna move on to hole 5. This one is, I believe it is in the long position. .342 feet, I believe. Par 3. Yes, that makes sense. 342 par 3. I'm a St. Pro. Gave it a good pull. I love the throw out of my hands. It's just a little short. Like I said, that's the theme today. Everything's just a little short. I wasn't quite getting pop on it like I'm used to. Gave it another good bid. Put it under the basket. My upshot putts were working pretty well today. Hole number 6 is a 295-foot par 3. Throwing my F3, and I ripped this one. This was a good drive out of my hand. I actually thought I had an ace run going at it for a second. You'll see kind of my reaction here. That's where I thought I had the ace run going, and I just fell a little short. I don't know if the wind was really bad today. We had a lot of wind out there, but I was able to cash the birdie. Here I'm throwing a new H4 that I got. It's new to me. It's used from Play It Again Sports. I picked it up out of their used bin from the winnings that I got from tournament on Sunday at Johnson Street. So I picked up this used H4, wanted to see how it flew. The numbers on it looked pretty good. It kind of looked like the D4, but in a 11 speed instead of a 12 speed. And out of the hand, it felt great. It just kind of fell out of the turn there, and I kind of didn't expect it to fall out so quick. So it left me pretty short, so I'm throwing my F3 here. I think my F3 is probably my longest throwing disc in my bag. I love that disc. It flies so well. Beautiful S turns every time I throw it. Love myself with an approach here, the P1. This is a par 4, long par 4 from the longs. Went actually long behind the basket, but I gave myself a pretty easy putt here to save the par. And then we're back to hole number 8, but in this position we are throwing from the longs on hole 8. So I believe that this is going to be... See, this would be... .581-foot par 4. This is a long par 4. I'm throwing my F3 here, and actually this one I threw my longest drive I've ever thrown on this hole. That F3 just picked up, soft turn to the right like I wanted, and just hugged to that low line all the way down. You see I got almost to the trash can here on hole 8. If you ever played this course, that was a good throw for me. And then I threw a St. Pro there to get it back up into the middle. And then my P1 again. Here I was about 190 feet out when I ranged it, and I was throwing my P1, and I just mushed it. It came out of my hand like a rocket, and I loved it. It felt great, and I actually went fairly deep with it, past the basket. I've got probably about a 20-25 coming back. So I threw that PA1 pretty well. Left me with the par save. Apparently missed my drive on this hole. I'm not sure what happened with my camera, but it did not catch my drive. But I threw my F3. I put myself in a similar position where I was from the because we played the longs on this. So I left myself in a similar position where I was from the shorts with the PA3. Gave myself a bid again. It was close out of the hand. I thought I might have had it. Another tap in par. So 18 long. This hole, this one hurt. Taking my F3 here, and I didn't feel right on the tee pad. I didn't feel like I was in a good position. Didn't feel like I had a good grip on the disc. Nothing felt right. I should have backed off. Trust your gut. Trust your intuition. If it doesn't feel right, back off, reset. I just decided to throw it anyway. and you'll see it just comes out of my hand, little nose up right at that tree, kicks left. Luckily, the path is in bounds, the road is out of bounds, so I was able to at least not take an OB stroke here. I'm taking my St. Pro, just going to try to get it back up into play. Out of the hand, it felt great. Put it up right side of the fairway here. Gave myself a bid. Out of the hand, I was just trying to put it under the basket. Did tap in bogey, unfortunately. Okay, we're on the shorts here on hole 1. So this is a 210-foot par 3. I'm throwing my PA5, and I'm actually getting to where I'm really liking this PA5 from this hole in the shorts and from hole 6 in the shorts. I'll throw that a little bit later in the video. But this is my PA5. It's just a beautiful flip-up disc. Flips from hyzer to flat and just straight with sometimes a little turn on it. But I give this a good throw here. You see it flip up, and it just rides down left of the basket. A little short of it, but almost pin high, just left. I'm gonna give myself a good run here, and it just kind of hyzered out early. Tap in for par. Hole 2, we're coming up 205-foot par 3. This one I tried to put on a little hyzer, and I just kind of grip locked it a bit. Hit third available tree, and I have a long ways into the basket from here. I'm gonna throw my A2, and I pured this A2. I mean, just beautiful. It rode that tree line on the right all the way down and then hooked into the basket, and it's parked. You see me here putting up there right now. I mean, that was a tap in for par. That was a great par save. I missed my drive here, unfortunately. My camera had fallen over from the wind that was coming through here. The wind knocked it over, and when I picked it up, I thought it was still recording. I'm sorry, that was on my drive. I missed recording my drive, apparently. So this is where my drive landed. I'm taking my A2 again here, and I wish I had made a different decision. I should have thrown this on a backhand anhyzer with a putter and just tried to float it to the basket, or throwing a lefty hyzer into the basket. Instead, I'm trying this A2 on an angle that I don't normally like to throw it on. I was trying like a big hyzer forehand with it, and I just got it flat instead of on the hyzer. I just somehow turned it flat and just didn't even come close to the basket or hitting the angle I wanted to hit. That left me this putt back for par, and I clang it off the basket. Out of my hand, I thought I drained it. So there's my OB tap in. Now we're up on hole 4 shorts, 336 par 3. Throw my D2 again, and this one out of the hand felt wonderful, and I just put it high into the tree. Didn't get much distance. I pulled out the Claymore. I hadn't thrown the Claymore yet today, and I wanted to see how it flew. So I just decided I was going to throw it directly at the basket. I was about 240 out. Threw it great. It felt great out of the hand. Went right where I expected it to. It just kind of came up a little short and right. So I had to just settle for an anti-backhand approach, put it on the basket for the bogey. I missed a bunch of drives today, unfortunately. This was my drive and my trust here. You can see my trust on the ground in front of me. From the shorts, par 5, 246. Hole 5, par 3, 246. Through my trust, that was about probably 30 feet or so, and gave this one a good bit at the basket. I tried to can the birdies today and just could not quite do it. I was just all tap in for par. Everything just felt a little sluggish today. All right, here's hole 6, 261 par 3 downhill. I'm throwing the PA5. I've gotten to where I like this disc on this hole. When I hit it right, it goes right to the basket. You'll see it just picks up, it glides, it turns right under the tree, and left me this putt for birdie. I should have nailed this one. This one was probably 18 feet. It wasn't far at all. I gave it the height, and it just clanged off the pin. So tap in for par. I left a lot of strokes out here today. I'm throwing my F3 here. This is our last hole, hole 20, and I crushed it. Well, for me, it was a crush. I think I was still the shortest thrower of everybody. Throwing my F1 here, throwing on just a big hyzer out to the right. Just wanted to get it close, which I put it probably about 20 feet. Little 20-footer here for the birdie. Put it in the basket. Pretty, from the shorts there, it's not a difficult birdie to get. And actually our whole card had a star frame on that one. So we had a great hole there. Everybody birdied that one. All around, I believe I finished 4 over. I think I was 4th tonight, behind 3 others. I think I was 4th out of 5 tonight with the 4 over. The winner was even. Then we had a guy at 1 over, 2 over, 3 over, even 1 over, 2 over, 4 over, and then I believe 8 over for the final scores for the night. So hope you enjoyed the video. I tried to make this one short just because, you know, it was more of a league night. It's you know, not as competitive as a normal tournament round. More out there having fun with people and just trying out some discs, seeing how they flew. Had a good night. Hope you enjoyed the video and hope to see you on the next one.